everybody. Joy is who we are. Is it who you are today? I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. So excited that you're here with me today. It is Friday, our first fun Friday of 2026. It is February 6th, 2026. I know that some people are not happy about this. Earlier in the week, the groundhog saw his shadow, and that supposedly means that there are 6 more weeks of winter. But what I tried to say, because see, this is what usually happens when he doesn't see his shadow. We're supposed to have an early spring. When he does, first of all, I have questions. If he doesn't see his shadow, it's supposed to be an early spring. If he sees his shadow, it's supposed to be 6 more weeks of winter. What does he see in order for it to just be normal? For it to just not be early or late, just on time. Like, has anybody ever thought about these things at 2 o'clock in the morning? Just me? Okay, that's fine. Listen, it's wild. I'm sitting here thinking about that the other day. I'm like, at what point is it normal? What if, I bet it's when he just doesn't come out. When he's just like, I'm not coming out of this damn hole to give you guys any kind of weather report, because I am a groundhog, not a meteorologist. Okay. And so I know that people are upset about the, 6 more weeks of winter thing. However, what I've noticed over time is that when he doesn't see his shadow and we're supposed to have an early spring, we get a longer winter. And when he does see his shadow, that we get an early spring. Like, it's always tends to be an opposite. And I swear to you, it's some kind of conspiracy for people that have something to complain about, is what I think it is. And so I was telling my kids, they were like, oh, the 6 more weeks is so long, because this has been, was sharing this on the premiere on Wednesday. This has been the coldest winter they've ever experienced in their life. They were all born elsewhere. They had never had this kind of winter. And so it's been funny to watch, but they were like, 6 weeks is a long time, Mom. And I'm like, well, see, usually the opposite happens. So it's fine. It's good. So we'll see what happens, though. Let me know. Are you happy where you are in the world about the possibility of 6 more weeks of winter? I'm looking forward to spring. See, I'm not a summer person, because it gets too hot for me in the summer. But I love a spring and I love a fall. I love those. And as I was sharing, it makes me happy to be in a place where we have 4 seasons, even though winter is a tad bit long. But anyway, let me know what the weather is like where you are in the world. I'm very excited. Danielle Valero is here, everybody, today. And we're going to talk about the rise and fall of mall culture in America, because one of our beloved mall that we grew up with is closing, but we'll have more about that coming up here in just a couple minutes. If you're joining me live, let me know where you're joining from and what is bringing you joy in specifics today. We have a guest out in the audience that says, "What's good, chat?" Notice how I was able to read the WSG. At least I think that's what that means. If it doesn't, if you guys want to correct me, feel free. So I know these two humans. They said, thank you for the support. Appreciate that. Teresa's here this morning. Good morning, Teresa. Good to see you. Sang D's in the house, everybody. Good to see you, Miss Sang. Miss Sang sent me an entire container of Post-it notes, sticky notes for my birthday. I'm putting sticky notes everywhere. If you see a rainbow of sticky notes behind me next episode, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Danielle's backstage waiting to come on. We'll be seeing her in just a minute here. Let's set our warm intentions now. Yes, please. Yes, I love all the seasons too. And I think the cold that we're about to experience this weekend here in southeastern Connecticut, or in all of Connecticut, really, is, I heard, obscene. Like, obscene. We're talking about wind chills of like negative 24 and things like that. And I'm like, oh, so I'm trying to figure out. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our stuff for Super Bowl Saturday night, and we're gonna hibernate on Sunday. It's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hibernate. Anybody want to come hibernate with us? Let me know. All right, listen. I want to bring our special guest, my guest co-host on today, who I just love, and I'm being so intentional about my coffee mugs this year. I have my Good Times nostalgic coffee mug that she gave me and for Christmas, and I'm excited to get into all the nostalgia this year. Everybody, please welcome back to the show my co-host Danielle Valero. Man, it's a vibe.
Such a vibe. It really is.
I'm sitting in the back trying not to spill my coffee. Just having a good time. How are you this morning, other than cold?
You were talking about this weekend, and I was like, oh, I'm like cringing. But anyways, I'm doing great.
I'm loving the earrings today, by the way.
The baby girl. Yeah, I wore them when we went to 90s Con last year. But
yeah, I remember that now. Okay.
They have a time limit because they're making my earlobes droop quite a bit. Yeah. They're kind of heavy.
Yes. So I have been thinking about switching up my system here. So I have my headphones. They're on the way out anyway. I need new ones because I have so many things that I go that I have to wear them for, that my headphones don't last very long. But I want to get earbuds or something for the next go round because earrings are a big deal to me. And I tried to wear my cute little 2026 ones that I got this today. But then anytime I try to wear earrings, first of all, if I wear hoops, the earphones press against them and they're just like this on my face. And then any of the other ones like those, it presses it into my skin. I'm not trying to be in pain for an hour.
No,
not doing it. So I'm thinking about switching up my system here just so I can rock my usual earrings that I enjoy, because I have so many earrings and I love earrings, and I'm like, how can I do this? Okay, time to change things up a little bit.
Yeah.
But that'll be as they go. All right. So we're supposed to be talking about today the rise and fall of mall culture in America. And going to the mall as a kid and as a teenager was such a big deal for us. I mean, it wasn't at the time, I don't think. I think at the maybe like everything else, we kind of took that for granted in the moment as well. But it's certainly, as I moved away and came back to this area, I was excited to bring my kids to the mall, but there was nearly nothing left in there. What was your experience at the Crystal Mall over here in Waterford, Connecticut growing up?
Oh, gosh. Well, I remember going there a lot just with my grandmother, because my grandmother loved to shop as like a little kid. And then there was the New London Mall, which we had for like a short time. And I'd go there all the time. Just going to the food court, the smells that you would smell, the Cinnabons, and just walking through the mall, running into people you knew, that you didn't expect to run into, and having conversations and catching up. And there were no phones. There was no distractions. It was just hanging out, being present. It wasn't just even about shopping. It was just about hanging out and enjoying people you were with, and going to the arcades, hanging out there. Because I remember hanging out at the arcade and playing Mortal Kombat with my
Yeah.
cousins. And, you know, it was just such a good time. It was something to do, especially like if the weather wasn't great, if it was raining, it was somewhere to go and just have fun. And it was such a vibe walking in there, like such a vibe.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was it was always something to do, and I was very when I was trying to figure out like what were we going to call this episode and everything else and how were we going to frame it. It really was as I was sitting there and thinking back a culture. Like I think it's easy for people that like maybe the younger kids who didn't grow up with that kind of, you're getting dropped off, we'll pick you up in like 5
Yeah.
hours, see you later kind of thing. They don't really understand. They think it was just like, oh, it's just a store, it's just shopping, like it, they don't understand that it was, we weren't I mean, probably 50% of the time I shopped at the mall. Like it was hanging
Yeah.
out with friends, it
Mm-hmm.
was eating in the food court,
Yep.
it was just walking, like walking through the
Yep.
mall. um I went to grab a bite to eat over in Guilford at Three Girls for my birthday. And there was a guy working in there, and we got to talking about because he used to work at the sub base over here, and we were talking about the submarines, and I said, "Did you know that Electric Boat bought the Crystal Mall?" And he's like, "Yeah, I heard about that." And I said, "It's crazy, I can't figure out how did we get here? How did we shift to where all of these malls across America are dying? Like, what happened to that culture?" And he's like, "Well, a lot of people are shopping online." And I said,
Yep.
I don't think it's just that though, because
No.
the little strip mall over here that's in right down from the mall is always booming.
Yeah.
They always have people over there. And so he's like, maybe it's a thing people don't want to like go in and have to walk to their store anymore. And I'm like, are we that lazy now?
Oh no. No.
I'm like,
That's
what is
crazy.
it?
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know because
That's a
like
crazy concept.
with a strip mall, you can park at, and we've done it. I mean, when it's cold or when it's raining or
Mhm.
whatever, we'll park in front of, Bed Bath and Beyond, and then drive down to, Lane Bryant or wherever we're going at the other end and go over there instead of, because there's nothing to walk under, might be, weather related or whatever.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit different in that way, but um I suppose in a way, like when I had gone into the mall a couple times over here, I'd think about, when we went to get my daughter's prom dress, we got it at there was a dress store in the mall, and it was right in the center, and there's nowhere to enter the center of the mall. You have to come in at one end or the other, and I'm like, which one do we want to come in on? Which direction do we want to walk? So I mean, I suppose it's different as you get older, but like, do
Mhm.
you have any thoughts about why you feel like the culture has shifted to where they're closing now?
Mm, I mean, I guess in my opinion, it is like a culture thing. I think times have changed. Um, yeah, a lot of things are online. Uh, People don't want to be present anymore. They don't. I mean, I've even fallen into it where I don't want to run into people when I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Like, I don't know if it's because of my age or what, but I feel like teenagers are the same way. Like, we don't want to run into people when we're out. I don't want to hang out at the mall with people, maybe because I'm an adult. No.
Mm,
When I do go to the mall, because me and my husband do sometimes, so I live up on the Massachusetts border. So maybe a 25-minute ride, I can go to Holyoke Mall, which is a ginormous mall, and it's not dead. Like there's stores, it's booming for some reason. That is booming over there. So I do go to the mall and I do enjoy it for a little while. Not when it's the holidays and it's crazy, but I do enjoy walking around, going in all the stores. It's very nostalgic in a way, not what it used to be. It's a different vibe now. And I like walking through the mall. It's a huge mall, and I go from one end to another end to another end, and then down again. There's 3 levels, and you can burn a lot of calories that way. But I think the malls are getting replaced with something more faster, like instant, like shopping, put it in my cart. I don't have to get in my car. I don't have to waste gas. I don't have to drive anywhere. I can sit here, order what I want on the phone or my computer, and just have it delivered. And some people out of convenience, they're like, I'm not going to the store. I'm not going to the mall. I'll just sit at home and like order. I don't want to walk through the mall.
I know. Well, do you remember? You know the scene. I think it was towards the end of WALL-E, when they show the Disney movie WALL-E, and they show like, the planet's a disaster, like everything's gone, and they cut to this scene of like everybody in this giant blimp, and like nobody's moving, everybody's overweight, everybody's like it's this whole like thing of like everybody's sitting with headphones on in a chair, not moving. Like that's and I'm sitting here going, is this like the slow death of what we're seeing right now, with just not wanting to be around each other anymore? I mean, I don't know, it's strange for me. Did you hear that the Westbrook outlets are closing too?
Did not hear that. That's wild. What?
Yep. So apparently it's set to be like done by the end of the year. A lot of their major retailers are closing.
Wow.
Within there. And so somebody, the same guy that I was talking about before, as we were talking about the mall, told me, he's like, did you know Westbrook's closing too? And I'm like,
what?
Well, this is interesting. There goes my theory about the strip mall still doing okay, but because those are like a strip, it's the outlets, kind of that strip mall style.
I usually go to the Clinton outlets if I go to outlets, or the ones in Fox, not Mohegan Sun.
Foxwoods,
Foxwoods, yes.
Yeah. So. Well, and we'll see what happens with Clinton, because apparently I think J. Crew and H&M are also closing at Clinton.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, so maybe it's not so much the because I think about too how stores shifted over time within the mall. And I wanted to totally forgot I had things to show on the damn screen here this morning. So I want to show this first. This was an article from the New London Day paper from Tuesday, September 25th, 1984, when the Crystal Mall opened. And you could see so many people that they were hanging over the edges of things. And it was supposed to be this like, I don't know, something we had never seen in this area, and bringing, like it says, thousands marvel at the big city atmosphere. It's just like, there's so many things from then. And then here's some of that. You could tell how busy it was at the opening. We had JCPenney, Jordan Marsh, Sears, all of those things in the mall. And I think some of the stores have changed over time. So it's like maybe the way that the stores are structuring themselves has a big impact on whether or not the entirety of something will work. But then I'm like, why aren't they bringing in some of the new ones? I don't know. I think they attempted that over the last several years at the mall, and it just didn't work out.
I mean, those are the same stores too that you can go online and order from.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. It's weird. I know, and you were showing me, Danielle found some photos, some old photos from the Crystal Mall over here as well. And this one cracked me up, because this one here, I had to really think back to when, because remember they updated the mall and they took out a lot of this. You know what this reminds me of? Like the coloring and stuff that they had at Taco Bell back in the 90s, really bright, looks like you're stepping into an episode of Saved by the Bell.
Yes, exactly.
And so I totally forgot that at one time the hallway looked like that, because it's changed so much over time. And there's the big chandelier, which,
Yep.
that was such a big, I remember as a child being like looking up at that in the very center of the mall and being like, wow, like that's it has Waterford crystals, and
Yeah.
um
And the way
it
the
was a
lights
cool
would hit
thing.
it and it would like
Yeah.
sparkle in the different colors. Just
Yeah.
beautiful.
All right. So the one, as we're talking about the malls being a culture, I want to dive into some, if there's any specific memories that we have from the mall. And I found some footage this morning that I'm going to show. We're going to take a really quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about some favorite moments from mall days. We'll be right back after this.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. We're talking about the rise and fall of mall culture in America with my fabulous co-host, Danielle Valero. I found this video early this morning from WFPN Radio Connecticut. And the video can be a little wonky, but I figure it can play while we're chatting about it. They had gone into the mall over here and were taking video of what it's like now. And this was even, and I say now, as in probably when was this? Last month. And even since then, more is closed. So, so it's even less than what you're seeing, in the video here. But, it's kind of a creepy vibe when you go in there now. It's, you know how sometimes when we're watching like an old movie and they have like a montage of something past and it feels kind of creepy, but it's like quiet, but you can sort of like hear memories in your own head. When was the last time you were in there, and what was your feeling when you were in it?
Ooh. I mean, it was years ago. Not like maybe I want to say before the pandemic I might have went in there. I don't think I've gone since then. And there was still like a lot of stuff was closed down and it was very quiet. Yeah, not the same vibe. It was almost sad. Honestly, I had like a sad feeling in there. Like, oh, what happened? Like, what happened to this place? There used to be so much energy in here, and the energy is just like really sad and thick. Like, just as empty as it was in there, it felt very heavy in there. Yeah, completely different vibe. But it's been a while.
It's interesting, but I think back, one of the things that I loved about the mall, as it ties into it really being a culture, is that there were so many things that were planned there that had nothing to do, well, the focus wasn't on shopping necessarily. Obviously, people go there for other things and they might end up shopping. But I remember them doing a lot of celebrity events at the malls. I think a lot of malls did that back in the late 80s, early 90s. Where they would have different celebrities come in to do, signings and pictures and all of these things. That was pre-con days. We didn't have big big cons like that back then. And I remember Matthew Fox. I've told this story before. Matthew Fox was there from Party of Five when Party of Five was really big, and I went to go see him, and I didn't have the money. Like, I didn't know how things worked back then. I didn't have the money to, like, get in line and get an autograph and all those things. So I brought my disposable camera, my little one that I used to get, developed at CVS or whatever afterwards. And went to go take some pictures, and the entire camera did not come out. Something was corrupt with the film, and the only thing I had was this one blurred out picture where you could sort of see his profile. And I held on to that for the longest time. Like, I was there though.
Yeah, that's the thing about those cameras. You never knew if they were going to come out or not until you got them developed.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like luck of the draw. Luck of the draw. And then the other thing that I remember, I actually found this this Reddit thread also, where people were talking about the Crystal Mall, and somebody brought up the thing that one of my favorite events I ever went to at the mall, which was an evening of giving. And they sold, they said back in the 90s, early in December or so, they had a special holiday shopping night on Sunday when the mall was usually closed, called Starlight Evening of Giving or something of that nature. Tickets were sold as fundraisers by local groups, and stores had special sales. There were all sorts of holiday extras like carolers and prizes. It was super festive. They had like little hot chocolate stations set up and carolers over here and little music, music groups over here. And it was just this, like, for very little. I think somebody said their ticket was $5 in 1998 to get into this, and all the ticket money went to charity. And it was that event that formed what became a musical evening of giving that I did virtually, which we had the musicians and everything, but it was in that same spirit because I had enjoyed that event so much. Were there any events or any, specific moments that you remember at the mall? Anything that stands out to you?
I remember, so I was a young mom in my 20s, early 20s, and I would take my kids there. And I remember, during the holidays, they'd have Santa there, get your picture with Santa. And even the Easter Bunny too, they would do Easter. And I have all these pictures too of my kids when they were little, getting their pictures with Santa and the Easter Bunny for different holidays. There was once or twice I remember going there with them when they were very young, and they did trick-or-treating. And each store had an employee up in the front, and you could go to each store and they would hand out a candy or whatnot at the front of the store. And that was fun too, because sometimes it was very cold, and you're inside, you're where it was warm, and you could do the trick-or-treating. So, like, those were my 3 oldest children that I used to do that with. And they're all adults now. So
Yeah.
Fun memories taking them there and doing all those things with them.
Yeah. Other things people have mentioned, Orange Julius. That was always a favorite.
Orange Julius.
Yep. And when we had, in the 90s, we had Arby's over there, and that was the only place locally where you could go to an Arby's. They didn't have it anywhere else in this area. And talking about Filene's. Was another.
Wow, that just opened memory. I did not even remember until you said that name that existed.
Yeah, and all the little gasps that all the old ladies did when Fredericks of Hollywood came in there.
I remember that. Oh no.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh.
So funny, so funny. They tried to bring the Christmas tree shops in there. We always used to go to J.C. Penney's to get our family pictures. It was
Yeah,
either, if
us
it
too.
wasn't Olin Mills, it was J.C. Penney's.
JC Penney's. Also, I did a lot of Walmart because they were so cheap back in the day.
Mm,
Early 2000s, we'd get a whole entire huge pack for like $10.
yeah, yeah.
They weren't the best quality, I will say that. One time I looked like I was drunk in one of the pictures. One of my eyes were closed, but it was printed out, and to this day I still have them.
It's so, what's funny is I remember those photo packages being so cheap that we would like go and get them with friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Like we would just go.
Honestly, though, you just go just because. I was constantly.
Yep. And then I remember they had another portrait studio open in there, which is where I got my senior pictures done at. And it was like I think it was called the Picture People or something like that. And they had like, it was much more, they had different like background, different stages
Yeah.
you could go, and like, props and things like that. It wasn't quite a glamour shots kind of thing, but it was, something of that nature.
I always
think
wanted to get a glamour shot and
me
never did.
too.
You never did
too.
either?
Did anybody
That's
out there get glamour
right.
shots? Does anybody remember that? So funny.
I
By
was
the
so
way,
young.
the chandelier was manufactured with crystals that were derived from Waterford, Ireland, which is really interesting because it was in Waterford, Connecticut.
That's
Waterford
so
crystals,
funny.
Waterford, Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Apparently, over the years, I'm just reading through this thread. Apparently, the mall plant once planned to remove the chandelier, but people protested. They were like
What?
not happy about the chandelier going, and love it. Apparently in the mid 90s, the TV show Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego did a mall tour, and one of the stops was the Crystal Mall.
What? That's
I need to
wild.
find that. I need to find that.
Yes.
I'm going to go hunt that down.
We have to see that.
Clip that. All right, let's see. What's interesting too? A lot of people on the thread are talking about, like, one person said, I'm from Western Connecticut, but I knew of the Crystal Mall from TV commercials in the 90s. For the dinosaur exhibit, because there was apparently before there was the dinosaur thing over there, apparently they had a dinosaur exhibit or something. But they said, I really wanted to go, but my parents never took me, so the Crystal Mall always seemed like a cool and exotic place to me.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
Oh my goodness.
So fun. Somebody's talking, one potato two in the food court.
Another memory unlocked. I
I
loved
know.
that place because I was obsessed with baked potatoes.
These are so
I don't
funny.
think it was there for long though.
Yeah, I don't. I feel
One
like
of
a
those
lot of the
things that
restaurants sort
didn't-
of came and went.
My favorite was
Um,
Taco Bell.
Yeah, a lot of people. Oh, look, somebody is talking about. Okay, it was called the Picture People. That was the name of
you have good memory.
ask me why I can't remember anything important. So funny, so funny. Yeah, I mean, really, really good memories there, and it makes me sad to think about how things are so different now, and I have moments where I go, okay, I wish I could go back to that time. I wish my kids could experience that time. Like, no cell phones, no, like, we just leave everything in the car, to put $5 in our purse and go in the mall. Not that it would get us anything now, but
no.
and just walk around and have some food, and chat with each other, have a good time. And then I try to come back to the present and go, what are some ways that we could bring the joy of that culture into our culture now? Like, what are some ways that we can experience that same level of joy without needing things to go back to exactly the way they were? Do you think it's possible at all to rekindle some of those feelings without necessarily having to go back?
I mean, this is why I'm glad we have our memories and we have pictures and we have videos and we can look through them and watch them, and it can bring us back to that moment.
Yeah.
But trying to reach for it in any other way, I just don't see it happening, because it was a whole other world, a whole other era, whole other time. And that's why I'm happy we have our memories. I'm happy that I've taken pictures along the way. I'm happy that we have the internet and we can look stuff up and see videos and pictures. And you can look at that and it can actually bring you back. And it's like you're there again for a little while. And that's the great part about nostalgia, is being able to just in that moment, take yourself back there and feel it, smell it, live it.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
makes me
I
emotional.
it makes me very emotional. And when we went to 90s Con last year, um, I didn't have this big of an issue the year before because I'd only gone one day. But last year, going all 3 days, I had a really difficult time. And I know that this is going to sound silly to a lot of people, and let it be what it is. I had a really hard time coming back to reality. I had a really hard time the next week because they set everything up at 90s Con where you can, they those little scenes that we could take photos with, where they have like the locker and the payphone and the Nickelodeon couch, and you're just sort of there. And then you have the sort of what out of body experiences sometimes, of like when you get to go up and hug the celebrities that you were watching on TV as a child. And then and I mean, I'm sort of in the moment because my kids were there and you and I were there and we look different than we did way back then. So like you're there, but it was like it's a reminder. It's like a 3-day immersion into that culture. Because yes, everybody has their cell phones and stuff, but a lot of people are sitting around at the tables. I would sit at a table just to rest, and another couple would come up and be like, "Oh, who'd you guys see today? And did you go to this panel or that? Let me see your pictures. Let me see your stuff that you got." And it takes me back to that time that we had where we were in the mall and nothing else mattered except the experience of being in the mall at that moment.
Absolutely.
All right. We got to do birthdays and all that fun stuff coming up here in a moment. But because it's Love Month, here is Dorothy O'Shea with the For Love poem.
I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart. I shall stand for love, for the world is wounded, not just my little piece of land, where I am mostly safe, where I am mostly well, but our world, everywhere, every day. I shall stand for love, because we need more light, not more death, not more power, not more bombs. I shall stand for love, so that our children are safe, so that our friends are sheltered, so that our borders are open. I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. That's Dorothy Auger and the For Love poem. Anniversary is coming up next month of that poem, and we're looking forward to sharing lots about that time. It's time to do birthdays, Danielle. You ready?
Oh, yeah. I'm always ready for the birthdays.
Here we go.
Happy birthday to you.
All right. Listen, I think this is so great because there are a lot of birthdays today that will take us back. It will take us back. Okay. First up, singer Axl Rose is 64 years old today.
What?
64 years old today. Lead singer of Guns N' Roses, best known for songs that include Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City, and Sweet Child of Mine.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible reggae singer Bob Marley, who passed away in 1981, had a birthday today. Love that. Baseball player Babe Ruth, who passed away in 1948, had a birthday today as well. And one of the songs that will forever be burned into my memory, thanks to Danielle, and a certain birthday card that got put in the freezer because I couldn't get it to stop playing. Today is the 60th birthday of singer Rick Astley.
The way I laughed so hard when you guys told me you stuck it in the freezer.
Couldn't get the card to stop playing. Couldn't do it.
Epic.
It was very funny. Love that. So happy birthday, Rick Astley. Also, President Ronald Reagan had a birthday today, passed away in 2004. And you could see him and his wife Nancy's photo in our intro that we played for Danielle today as well. Who else do we have? Vice President Aaron Burr, who passed away in 1836, had a birthday today. Who else here? I'm just going through and seeing who some of these. Actress Kathy Najimy is 69 years old today. Remember her from Sister Act, and also the where did it go? The Halloween movie with the three sisters. Help me, Danielle.
Can't.
They're coming to 90s Con too. Guys, please help me. Somebody, and it was just there and it just left again. Anyway,
that happens to me all the time.
You know what? Let me Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
God.
How?
Wow, you guys. I don't even know what to say about myself.
We're embarrassed.
Just take my nostalgia button right away from me. The celebrities in my life, very day after my birthday. So yesterday, Jamad Kelly had a birthday, who was one of my first co-hosts and guests on the Breakthrough Show Network. So happy birthday, Jamad. Also Archie Messersmith Bunting has a birthday. Another past guest of the network, CK Ford, has a birthday today. Happy birthday, CK Ford. Amanda Seals has a birthday, and Joanna Barnes has a birthday. Happy birthday to all of you. Do you have any birthdays you're celebrating, Danielle?
I mean, this week, both of my best friends had a birthday. My other best friend, Serena, had hers on February 2nd. I surround myself with Aquariuses. And I know so many, even though I think you guys are supposed to be like the rarest zodiac.
Is that true?
That's
true?
what I heard. I've heard
it
so many times. I'm like, how? I know so many Aquariuses. I'm like a magnet for them.
You know, it's funny. It's funny to think about the people that we have in our circle. I have a lot of Aquariuses in my circle. I've always been surrounded. My mom's an Aquarius too. And then
too.
Yeah. And so to think about that, but I also have a lot of people around your birthday too, which is so funny.
That's true.
Funny.
Isn't that funny? You have two really good friends, best friends, both And we have the exact same birthday.
Yes. Weird. Anyway.
Except not the year. I wish I was born in her year. I'd be a lot
right.
younger.
I know. Teresa said her middle son Vandal will be 34 tomorrow. Happy birthday,
Aw.
Vandal. We love that also. All right, here we go. We're gonna have a shortened birthday song today because there's a lot of people. Okay. Not
See?
trying to do it.
There's so many Aquariuses.
Here it is. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating. We hope you have an incredible day. Enjoy your weekend. Celebrate all month because you're allowed. That's it. All right. Coming up later this afternoon, we have the season 9 premiere of The Breakthrough Show happening at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm very excited to welcome a new friend of mine who is not only an incredible actor, but an incredible human being straight from Hollywood. Merrick McCartha is going to be here today. You've seen him in shows like Countdown on Amazon Prime, Law and Order SVU, and much more. So very excited to have him on the show this afternoon. It's going to be exciting. I hear that he could be a spy, you guys. More on that coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Excited for that. Also, we'll be back next week with all new episodes of Project Joy Live, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I've got Trista Polo on Monday, Olivia Bonnie on Wednesday, and my youngest, Leah Dugas, on Friday. Very excited about that. What do you have going on, Danielle? What's happening in your world?
Oh, listen, I have a whole situation going on with my chickens. So I've been very busy. This weather is not working for us this year. So yeah, there's a lot of like going out to the chicken coop and reconstructing things, putting up tarp. Some chickens have to come in. Now I have to bring some back out, and I got to integrate this chicken with that chicken. And it's just chicken mania in my garage and outside in the chicken coop. And I've been taking 2 showers a day because I smell like poo. And this is why I don't have my nails done either. So, but I love my chickens. I don't regret getting chickens. And I just regret the winter. But yeah, I regret the weather. That's why I'm not excited about this weekend. I'm like, I'm going to have to bring them all in, I think. I don't know. So. It's the frostbite thing. My poor rooster, his little giblets. What are those things? The waddles. Got a little wet and the air got to him. So yeah, he's.
I love it. I love it. I mean, listen, I can't get past chicken mania.
It's chicken mania over here.
I feel like I see like Hulk Hogan being like chicken mania.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, this was great. I always love going down memory lane with you, and you're going to be back in 2 Fridays, and we'll chat more about nostalgia, flashing back, throwing back, whatever you want to say, and it'll always be a good time. So thanks for being here with me again today, Danielle.
Thank you for having me, and
of course,
I'll give y'all an update on the chicken mania.
Yes,
when we are back.
I love it. I love it. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being here today, wherever you are in the world. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. This is Danielle Valero, and we want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.